Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Good Headspace with me, your host Radhika Vaz. Episode 6. And this time we have the fittest comedian that I know.
I'll accept.
You actually may be the fittest person that I know, by the way.
Really?
Neeti Palta. Neeti Palta is here.
Or should I be?
You can. I love that. In fact, when you were doing this earlier on, I was like, oh, I'm dying right
Really?
now. Can you just stretch back for me once?
Always
Oh
ready
my
to
God,
show
just
off.
look at that. Just look at that. It's great. Palta, we have so much in common. We are Air Force Army kids, girls' college, advertising background.
I didn't know that about you, by the way.
Yes, well, I knew that about you. And we also love to work out, and we also are comedians. And the short hair, like the Aquarians, which
Aquarians.
I just found out
Yeah.
about you. I don't pay attention to people's birthdays or
Yeah,
even
yeah.
my own for that matter.
Uh-huh.
But we have so much in common. But you just have a way better body. I told you this yesterday. Like you're just we are almost identical, but your body is just way better than mine. And I just want to say something about that. I feel like when we first met in 2010, I had a better body.
You did. I seen you naked. A lot of people have seen
I feel like at the time I was more fit and you were less fit.
Yeah.
I feel there's been since 2010,
There's been a shift.
the last 15 years been a big shift.
Yeah, I think so too.
So what was the start of the fitness journey? Like how did that actually, like when did it start exactly? Because it's one thing to be in shape, but yours is more than that.
Look, it's a serious story.
Yeah.
But
I know it's a health related thing, right? A little bit?
little bit.
Yeah.
I was in advertising,
Yeah.
and you know how it is. Like, I'd eat breakfast at home.
Yeah.
I'd get to the whatever agency, and I would stress eat another breakfast.
Yeah.
Stress eat lunch.
Yeah.
Stress eat multiple dinners.
Yeah.
Because we would work till late nights and
nights,
stuff.
yeah.
And then suddenly I was like, okay, I've become this blimp, and body shaming myself, I'm allowed.
Yeah.
So, I went for a friend's exhibition. She had
Uh-huh.
kurtis and all. And I kept trying on kurtis which were like bigger. And I was like, oh, it should cover me here. It
Yeah.
should cover my ass. It should. And she's like, just stop it, man. Wear something fitted and
Yeah.
either do something about it or stop cribbing.
Yeah.
And those just words sat in my head. So then I started, working out, and I discovered I had hypothyroid.
What's the difference? What is hypothyroid?
Hypo is where you gain weight, where it is
So your metabolism
underproducing.
is very slow and sluggish,
It's
and so
slower.
you tend to
Yeah.
gain weight. And hyper,
Hyper is actually the
Is
more
the opposite.
dangerous. Yeah,
Yes,
hypo is
okay.
the more common one. Hyper is dangerous.
Okay, fine.
You lose weight, but you could also lose your life.
yes.
Here in this, you get sluggish. You kind of fall asleep mid conversation.
Oh.
You put on weight. There's a lot of that.
Okay, okay.
So, and I'm a hyperish person. And
But yet you had hypothyroid.
yeah, because I was like, suddenly, why am I like,
Yeah,
let life go by?
And is there a trigger for the thyroid issues, or is it just something that sometimes it's like hereditary, or?
I'm the
Because
pioneer in my family.
Because this is a health podcast, so I need to find out everything about hypothyroidism.
No. I'm a pioneer in my
You're a
family.
pioneer, okay.
Nobody in my family
All
has
right,
it.
okay.
So it could be anything.
But you can manage it.
I am managing it.
You are managing
Yeah,
it. Got it. So that was something that you were like, oh shit, I have all these issues, so now I should do something about it. So how many years ago was this? Like 15, 20?
Thereabouts.
15, 20-ish. Okay. And what was the, like, how did you start working out? Like, what was the way in which it began? Like, do you remember what your first work? Were you athletic in school?
Yeah.
So you were athletic in school. So you were like sort of an active kid in school.
Yeah,
Because you
I
look
was.
athletic. You don't look just like someone who works out. You
No,
look
I
like
was
someone who has-
active. Besides Fauji Baap, every summer break, every morning he would just bung me out saying, go run.
Go do
Or
something.
go play a sport.
So what was your sport?
I'd go sleep in the park.
No, but what was your sport in school when you weren't allowed to sleep in the park?
I would either run races,
Oh, okay.
actually, or funnily enough,
track
they
and
would
field
adjust
as it
me.
is known.
No, they even put me in shot put for some reason, and javelin. Basically, any
Okay, so
able-bodied kid.
Field and track.
Field and track,
Yeah.
and then I would.
But not like hockey or
Table tennis.
Table tennis. Okay.
That's yeah.
Any team sports?
I'm Did I play any team sports?
I played them, but I played them very badly because I'm clearly not a team player. Basically, I'm like,
I
leave
don't
me
think
alone.
so.
Let me do this on my own.
I don't think any.
Okay,
team.
alright.
Kabaddi.
Kabaddi.
I was very good at kabaddi.
Interesting.
I was very good at. I have brought down a giant, which was my claim to fame in my Ambala school. Single-handedly, 5'2" me, and my whole team had got out because this.
Was it a lady or a gentleman?
It was a lady. This
a giant
Leviathan
lady,
kind
okay.
of walked in
Yeah.
and dragged my entire team to her side.
Yeah.
And then in the end, she came for me.
Yeah.
So I frisked around till she ran
Yeah.
out of breath. Then I grabbed her ankles, dropped her till her breath broke.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah.
It is true, I think, that a lot of the time, like when you watch these open MMA, I mean, I don't know if you ever have, but I've in the past once, twice watched like open MMA where it's like, I don't think that it's super like strict about like weight equality and stuff. It's like open, right? So, and it's all mixed martial. So you'll see like a huge person being
Trammed by a younger.
like a smaller person. Like they're not
Absolutely.
skinny is the wrong word, but like just a smaller person. Okay, so you were super fit in school, so it's not like that was weird. But did you stop as an adult? Like you got to a certain point and you just were like, who
Yeah.
has the time for that?
Work gets to everyone. Advertising, you didn't have any time at all.
Yeah.
So
and
we
so
were
that's the
there.
first thing that just sort of like you just never bothered.
all
But were
junk
you
food
active in
eating.
college?
Not really.
I feel like most people, if
No.
unless if they play sports in college, then they're active. But nobody like, we don't have a workout culture in this country. Would you agree with that?
Now we are starting to have it.
Yeah, starting to, but
Yeah.
it's not a thing.
No, but now, look, initially if you remember, if you saw someone fit
Yeah.
or a lady who was slim and good, whatever,
Yeah.
you would say, and they would be, nahi, ji, we don't do anything, we are naturally like
Yeah.
this. For some reason, it was a high tauba shame moment to
Yeah.
hide ki we work out. But now more and more people
Yeah.
will come out and tell you, yeah, I work out, I go for walks or I do this.
Yeah.
There's a pride attached to it
Yeah,
now.
of course. Okay, all right.
So, yeah.
So
College, I wasn't athletic.
Not at-
like, no. Got 4 buses a day, which was enough activity for me.
Sure, and whatever. I mean, I think that, you know, the only people who actually work out from the time they're very, very young, like in college, are people who recognize some kind of a link to feeling good. That was my experience. Like, my dad was a runner, and so he would wake up every morning and run, and I got kicked out of school after the 10th. So I was in a bit of a funk, I think, for my 11th and 12th. I was staying at home for the first time. I was a boarding school kid until then.
Okay.
And my dad would go running, and I was like, I'll also go running so that my dad can love me more. And so I would go running with him. But you know, it wasn't conscious, but I recognized on days that I ran, the whole day just went better.
Yeah.
So for me, it was always more the mental feeling really good about myself that triggered a habit of exercise my whole life.
So, this has happened to me only in the last 15 years, where I've realized the correlation between feeling good, working out.
Working out,
Because this
yeah.
is my therapy.
Yeah.
Whatever issues I have, I work them out in the gym and come back feeling calmer, peaceful, happier.
Happier, absolutely. No, it's a real thing. It's like it both sort of like they come together. So what is the regimen right now? Like, why do you look like this and I don't?
Dude, I don't know, I think you look pretty fit.
That's thanks, but why do you, why I want to know what is it, I want to know everything. I want to know firstly, what's the workout?
Strength training thrice a week.
Okay.
Yoga once a week or twice, I try.
And is that a class or is that on
It's
your
a
own?
class.
Okay.
Once is a class and once is kind of mobility, yoga, all
it.
that on my
Got
own.
it.
So that's the regimen.
And do you take a day off?
Sundays.
Sunday's your rest day. And when you're traveling, how do you do this?
I try, I mean, depending on the show time
Yeah.
or whatever, I try and get a workout in the morning and then take my flight. But honestly, if it's an afternoon show, then I can't work out in the evening. I can't.
Neither can I. But then my question is like, it's one thing to work out in the morning, take your flight, go for your show, but then you're not coming back the same night. Sometimes you're staying.
Sometimes
so
I stay.
Is it possible that, and on holidays, like do you work out on holidays? Like when you guys are traveling?
Initially I packed my workout clothes and then I'm like, why am I carrying excess baggage? I could just replace it with shopping. So I stopped.
So you stopped doing that. But otherwise, it's 6 days a week. And any cardio?
Oh yeah, I hate cardio, but Once a week, I get in like a dance class or a combat class or something. But this treadmill thing is beyond me.
Is it?
My trainer makes me do conditioning workout after strengthening.
Yeah.
He like do 20 minutes of cardio, and I'm like dragging my heels over it.
How long have you been with your trainer?
At different trainers now.
So, do you like the one you're with right now?
Yeah.
And why is that? What do you look for in a trainer?
I want somebody who's like okay, I've had different trainers.
Yeah.
The one, my initial trainer, I still haven't let go. I still train with him on Mondays at home.
Okay.
Because after COVID, he kind of quit the gym. But he's my therapist / he's like this simple Jat fellow who knows his stuff. And whenever I'm like flapping about ye wo,
Yeah.
he'll give me simple Jat logic. Kya karna hai?
Yeah.
Like things like that.
Yeah.
And he makes me do a lot of mobility, TRX, all that at home.
Okay.
The current trainer, he's younger, he's more with it, and what I like about him is that he finds me all these Insta challenge trends
Got
and
it.
says ye karo, and then I'm like ho jayega, he's like ho jayega. Then I put out the reel and I get
Yeah.
validation.
Yeah.
So that's what I like about him.
About him.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
all right. He's with it.
Also, he ignores me a lot.
Okay.
So he just like either I'll get over ambitious and try an ego lift,
Yeah.
and he'll be like, "Nahi, ek plate
Yeah.
kam karo,"
Yeah.
or I'll try and be like, "मौसम को देखो नहीं होगा, कल दारू पी ली," etc. He'll be like, "एक plate और डालो."
Yeah.
So he knows what to do versus me.
Okay, and how do you evaluate their sort of knowledge based? Has it been trial and error? It's just been like you got lucky, or do you?
Actually, that's a good question. So, for example, this Jat trainer, a lot of people would look at him and my gym is a bit flashy, and
Yeah.
they go for the flashier trainers.
Yeah.
You know, the ones who speak English, the
Yeah.
ones who have an Insta profile,
Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Whereas this guy was grounded and he knew what he was talking
Doing,
about.
huh?
I, touchwood, haven't been to physiotherapists as often
Yeah.
because of him. If I tell him I have a pain in my knee here, he will find some point in my calf on the other
That's
leg
causing
and
yeah.
make me levitate for a little while
Yeah,
and it'll
yeah.
be fine. He
I-
knows his stuff.
So I haven't had a trainer in a really long time. Over the many years, my workout has been I've had coaches at different times who kind of taught me what to do. So like swimming, I had a coach, and even lifting weights, I had a really great coach. And obviously, I don't have access to either one of them anymore. But like I learned enough. But what I do know that if I were to look for a trainer, I'd probably ask them what their favorite lifting move is. So like if they tell me it's a deadlift or a squat, then we can take the conversation forward, because
Versus what?
versus, I mean, if they're like into machines. I'm not a machine person.
Oh.
So for me personally, I would need someone who's really
Free
into
weights.
free weights. And I just feel like if they're into deadlifts and squatting, and that's like a thing that they focus on, then that's good, because that sort of like lines up with my idea of like compound movements, because I don't gain muscle easily. I don't gain weight.
How's your protein intake?
Yeah, I mean, it's decent. It's decent. It
You
could
don't
be
gain
better.
weight. You know how many women will hate you just
No,
for
I
saying
know that. I know, but that's genetic. That's nothing to do with
I
anything
gain
else.
weight like this.
Yeah, see, I don't gain weight, but I lose muscle. And when you're in your 50s, trust me, you want to gain weight if you can keep the muscle. 100%.
That's true.
And you only realize that when you're 50. The whole of your 20s, 30s, and 40s, you're struggling to be thin
Yeah.
because someone fucking told us that that's what you should be.
Yeah.
And then you hit 50 and you look gaunt and miserable. So good luck with that, by the way.
Yeah.
And everyone who actually gained weight are mostly women who kept the muscle.
Yeah.
That's just the way our Indian bodies are built. So
But even now,
Yeah.
even now in this day and age, when you know strength training is important for you,
Yeah.
I hear so many girls in the gym, sir, meko manly nahi lagna, meko muscular nahi lagna,
Yeah.
I want to remain thin.
okay, not going to look manly because it's really difficult to get like that. There are men who want to look manly and don't. So
Yeah.
just chill out, everybody. Calm down. You don't gain muscle just like that. I'm already now shouting at the imaginary people who are arguing with me about this, which is, speaking of shouting at imaginary people or like being in other people's business, when you're in the gym without your trainer, you're just working out, and you see other people doing things incorrectly, how does it make you feel? And do you do anything about it?
Okay, look, Now you've worked out long enough, right?
Yes.
In my gym also, it's this whole everyone's a trainer. You know how that happens? Everyone thinks they know better.
I do. I think I know better.
So it's been when my trainer's not around, I
Yeah.
suddenly have 6 new trainers.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
all
they
of
come
them-
to you?
Yeah.
They come to you?
So a lot of times they'll be like, oh, let me like, और ये गलत कर रहे हो, अच्छा
No, but
इसकी
are
जगह
those,
ये
wait,
movement
but
कर
are
लो.
those trainers or just civilians?
Civilians. That's why I say 6 new trainers are born.
And do they know you or are they
Yeah,
just flocking to you because they think that they can
They
help
know
you?
me and they will still try and be like, you know, oh, maybe you should try this movement and you should do that.
Male or female mostly?
All male.
All
Always
male.
male.
It's called mansplaining, idiots. Yeah,
Or
okay,
flirting.
all right. Or
I'll
flirting.
Take it.
Or,
I'll take it. I'll
yeah,
take it.
okay,
But
either way.
the thing is, look, what I've noticed that
What's the age group?
who cares?
No, I'm
Okay,
asking
wait.
because I'm doing like I'm doing some research. I want to know who turns into a gym uncle immediately. Like it's
They're all no. So oh yeah, actually, if you think about it, it's not the youngsters. It's always people like 40ish who
yeah,
come.
of course it is because we are
never
in
thought
that
about
age group. Yeah, I'm telling you. Like I have a theory, and my theory is that as when you cross 40, like when you enter middle age, we all become either an uncle or an auntie. Now, some of us women don't become aunties. We go straight to unclehood, and some uncles become aunties. It's not about gender.
It's true.
It is truly about attitude. And I feel like my theory is that aunties like to observe and then talk among themselves. Uncles observe and then they want to come to you to tell you how to live your life.
Correct.
And that is a gym uncle. I am a gym uncle.
Listen, I've seen people, okay, for example, people are planking and they're timing themselves and their bum is up in the air. I'm like, it's not even on your abs, dude.
But do
so
you-
you
do you-
want to kind of, then you're like, there are 1 or 2, 3 people I corrected, but then I don't know, either this gym, man, either half of them think you're flirting with them
Yeah.
or looking for a way in.
Yeah.
Or the other half just follow you around and start making you their trainer and disrupting your workout. So I've just stopped. Unless I know that someone's going to truly injure themselves, I'm like, no,
Yeah.
do your own thing.
So I don't work out in a public gym. I work out in my building gym, which is a very basic gym. It's really, you would probably not even enjoy it, but it has, it has a nice squat rack and it has the basics good enough for me. But we have people who clearly do not know what they're doing, and I am in my uncle era now. So instead of focusing on my own workout, I'm like, and I wait, I'm like, maybe it'll change. Maybe this is just a one-off. I'm like, no, their knees are buckling. They shouldn't be squatting that heavy. And then
Yeah.
finally, I'm like, hi. And, luckily, most of them are either just too, they never think I'm flirting. People have, I feel like I've even transcended that now. I feel like I've gone past the point where people even, and that's embarrassing that they don't think I'm flirting with them, but I'm not. And I'm always, I go to girls, boys, anything. And I'm like, that's
Yeah,
not
I
the
go
way
to
it's
girls,
supposed to be.
boys,
I can't
anything.
help myself. I can't fucking help myself. Tell me something. What's your favorite workout? Like in the weightlifting scenario. So there's a difference between powerlifting and I think like bodybuilding. Like to me, your body looks like it could be either, but I feel more bodybuilder. Like I feel like you have like a very nice leg day and you break it down that way.
I do.
So what's your favorite like part 2 workout?
I hate to say it, but leg day.
Oh, I love leg day. I don't
It's
have
like-
a leg day. I do everything at the same
It's
time.
very
but like,
painful.
Yeah,
Today
but
was
isn't it
leg
the
day,
best?
but I look forward to it because I'm
Yeah.
getting better each time. Something
And
that I
it's
couldn't do before.
Most muscle
doing
mass
better
too,
now.
right? Like it's the most muscle mass. So that's what we should be working out. Do you deadlift?
I do.
You
that.
do. I love deadlifting. What's your biggest flex? Like what's the Niti Palta move that if I fucking do this, if I do this one thing, people are going to be like, oh, who is this person?
Where do you want me to demonstrate it?
If you can demonstrate it, that would be fucking crazy. But I don't want anyone to hurt themselves.
Well, I've had a leg day, so I don't know if I can, but I
But
have these
describe
yoga
it.
moves.
Okay, so your flex is a yoga move, basically.
Yeah.
Okay,
Either,
okay. It's
you
not
know,
like a,
where you sit and you can take your legs up and hold them like, so you become a proper
Oh yeah,
V.
you become a line actually,
Yeah.
not even a V. So
Yeah.
you can go into that
I
position.
fold into that, or I do the Mayurasana where I can take my body parallel to the floor.
Oh my God, that's why you have the abs.
I can demo that on your table right
Yeah,
now.
you can
if want.
probably do that. Although this table, I feel like
It'll take my weight.
it's not that your weight is not the issue. It's the quality of the table that I'm more concerned about. Maybe at the end, can we do like a Neeti Palta demo? We'll do that at the end. I want to see that. I believe it, obviously. Mine's also. Do you do inversions in your headstands and stuff like that?
I do headstands. I'm working on a handstand. I mean, I can do the handstand,
Yeah.
but I'm trying to
You're trying to do it without support.
Yeah, like I can do like 2 seconds
Yeah.
without support, but
And then you bring it back
I
down.
also I want to
Be able to
work on
walk?
being able to stop. Firstly, stop
And
without.
be a still handstand.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll take minimum support because now, forget
Yeah.
ball, I do it against a boxing bag.
Okay.
Right? So that tells you I'm taking minimum support because boxing
Yeah,
bag moves a little.
Yeah.
So, but it's still that reassurance कि कुछ touch किया.
Okay.
I want to be able to stop midair and then keep.
Yeah.
That's.
And what is your next? So then is that your next big goal, like to do the handstand?
Huh,
like
I've
really,
just
really
recovered
still?
from a torn rotator cuff, so
Okay. How do you
I've
tear
stopped
it?
all
Doing the handstand?
ego something. No, not
Okay, okay.
handstand. I was ego lifting.
Ego lifting.
But yeah, I want to get back to my pull-ups.
Okay. And unassisted pull-ups, no rubber
Unassisted.
bands and all that shit. So how many
unassisted.
pull-ups can you do?
7.
And those are straight pull-ups, not kipping, not the. You don't kip up
No,
and
no.
down.
But the grip is
I have all
this.
the lingo, by the way. I can't do a fucking thing.
No, the grip is this.
Yeah.
This, not so much. This only maybe one at a time.
Yeah.
This maybe 2, 3
Yeah,
at a
that you can
time.
probably do
But
more.
this grip I can do 7.
Okay, all right. Oh my God, I hate you. And
Have you seen Punya? Dude, 2 finger pull-ups.
She's
and all.
insane.
And I think that pole workout she's done has made
That's
her upper
made,
body super strong.
yeah.
So
But
I'm
she's
like,
also built like you know, like you guys, your shoulders and your hips, and you're all very compact and close to the.
no. There's nothing compact about these. Her hips are compact. She's
No, she's
the
slim
proper
more
lean.
maybe. She's like a tinier person, but I just feel shape-wise, you may be a little larger, but like I feel there's a similarity to the proportions.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think so. And I'm an expert at staring at both your bodies, so trust me.
should
Although I haven't seen Punya in a long time, and hers is new. Like I feel like
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
also got into it recently.
She said I had my heart broken and worked out.
There you go.
That's what she
Revenge
said.
bodying is what
Revenge
she's doing.
bodying.
She's revenge bodying. What's your nutrition like?
I wouldn't advise anyone to follow my diet plan because I don't have one.
But you eat whatever you want.
I pretty much do, but now I have started to be a little more careful.
Okay.
Like, for example, I'm trying to up my protein,
Yeah.
definitely.
And so what's protein for you?
So, after workout, I do my whey protein shake.
Okay.
100%. I
Yeah.
have to.
I don't do that.
No, it's
I
very
know,
important.
I
I know
should.
what people say, but I've been
Yeah,
having
yeah,
it
yeah.
for a bunch of and I feel the difference now. I definitely do 2 eggs in the morning, but I can't do protein with every meal. I just can't. So I've been working towards having at least 1 protein meal at night.
And do you eat sugar and all that other crap?
I do, but again, I'm trying to contain
You're
myself a little
containing
bit
yourself.
lately, only for the last couple of months
Okay.
now.
Now tell me something. You've seen all the ads, right? That the green tea being like, isn't that the most bizarre thing you ever like? What's the fakest, stupidest shit that you've seen? Where so like I have two. One is on these milk cartons, and I don't want to say the name of the brand, but like there's always like a really thin girl with 2 tiny little dumbbells. And it's like fit milk. And it's like, fuck off. Just get out. I wouldn't touch that milk with a 10-foot pole because of the dumbass they put on the carton. Like,
Right.
who wants to be that thin and weak looking,
Right.
first of all? And it irritates me that that's being called fit.
It also breaks my heart because I used to love milk, but I've had to give up milk.
Milk is not good for us.
I don't know. Eventually, my body was rejecting it, so
Yeah, my
I
body-
love yogurt.
My body
still.
rejects it through projectile diarrhea.
See,
Yeah.
I don't get that. I used to get some weird skin issues.
Well, it's
So
you're
I had to
basically your
stop.
body's being like, I don't want this.
Yeah, and I
milk
used to drink it
protein,
twice a day.
lactose. Oh my God, you're a jart, by the way. That's what they do.
I'm very-
And
I
nothing-
love milk.
Except you're not, because my husband is, and he can drink, I think, 3 gallons of it. Nothing happens to him.
I used
nothing.
to drink lots.
I keep accusing him. I'm like, you secretly got diarrhea, but you're too jarred to admit it. And he's
admitting
like, I'm fine.
Yeah.
But the green tea is the other one. It's like, eat what what you want, do what you want, and then have this green tea, and trust me, everything will be okay. It won't be okay.
No.
It won't be okay.
No, it won't.
Are there any other like stupid fitness things you've seen? That's like, that's not going to work, guys. Trust me.
Dude, lately it is working clearly because everyone is on Ozempic.
Well, that's not a
Everyone.
fitness thing. That's like a full-on. That's like filler, Botox, and being like, use Nivea cream, you'll be fine. Like, come on, like it's the same. It's the same thing but different.
Listen, I don't understand how people are so like, okay, everybody wants quick fix, everyone wants immediate results. But dude, you're messing with your entire system. Are you not scared? It's slowing down your metabolism. It is meant for diabetic patients.
It is.
So you're messing with how your body reacts to insulin. What will you do when you grow older?
So, you know, I'm always caught as a comic between being extremely judgmental and making fun of people and trying to be really understanding. And you know what, like each to their own. And I'm not going to talk badly about people who do this because, you know, let people be and the whole... But I don't know, like I just feel like this Ozempic one is like so dangerous. But then again, everyone's doing it.
Look, in this whole scenario, I just feel bad for the diabetics, man. What if they do?
No, but now they've
dawai
got-
de do yaar, koi
No, but there was a moment when that was a problem, but then
See?
now that stopped being a problem. Like
Oh.
now they've got all the other different, like now every company is making this and everyone's like injecting it, and anyone you see with sudden weight loss is 100% that. But anyway, whatever, each their own, I guess. So I was watching you on like all your Instagram reels and stuff like that. And I don't know if you are aware of this, but one of the reels that got the most love. Do you know which is your reel that has got the most love?
I have zero idea.
There is a reel of you in your workout gear walking away from the camera with your dog.
Oh God, that I
Neeti.
wouldn't call it love. I think that reel went viral just because I got so much hate on it, and I was like, "Koi nahi."
Hate?
Dude.
Oh, I didn't read the comments. I just saw the thing and I gave it. I gave it my own
10 million
heart
plus
or whatever.
views, right?
It's crazy because
Yeah.
I'm like,
That
girl,
was
you gotta
hate.
Kardashian this up, dude. Like, why not? Like, I'm like,
You
they
know,
loved it.
It was so weird. I just
People are
come
jealous.
from the gym. I was all sweaty. I wasn't even like whatever. It's just that time that Gajini walk was trending.
Yes,
after
I know, I
Hira
remember
Mandi.
that.
So I was like, oh, I can do it. And
Yeah.
I'm just doing it. And just so happened that Panga, my dog, walked with me.
Yeah.
And his butt moved very cutely. So I said, okay, who did it better? And we just
isn't-
shot it and put
but
it
I
out.
feel like I haven't ever had a reel that's hit that. But I genuinely believe that if I'm looking nice in a photograph and I put it out there, or I get more likes than the best thing I've ever written. And it hurts my soul that is the business of social media.
It's true. Look, come on, man.
But at the same time, it is. So who gives a shit?
Look, which is why I was like, okay, hate me or whatever, but you're
I'm
moving
gonna
my
go-
algorithm along, so I
Yeah,
don't
exactly. But why would they? But they liked it. The likes. Those are the likes I was counting.
care. Initially,
not
there
the-
were likes. There were likes. Of course, there are
Okay,
likes.
okay. But then
there.
the moment it became too likey, then people felt the need to say something.
No, then it hits the, let's not name the network.
Yeah.
Like those subscribers, and then it's like lady boy, he man, and it ladka hai ya ladki. then
Why?
just-
You know what I find odd is that it is an insult to call a woman a ladka and an insult to call a man a ladki.
Still.
We are in 2025,
Yeah,
idiots,
yeah.
and people are gender fluid, sexually fluid. We might be fluid also, and the point is that why is that still an insult? Like,
I'm just writing, listen, look at the video again and decide. Mera kya ja raha hai, tum karo.
it's like, yeah, keep going. Idiots, it's so embarrassing. Okay, all right. So, you had mentioned on another podcast that you were very influenced in terms of your, like, the idea of working out by an aunt.
Oh yeah.
And I feel like you called her your bua.
My bua.
So, that's your dad's sister?
My dad's cousin sister.
Your dad's cousin sister. And is she like a young bua or an older bua?
Well, she was younger than my dad.
Okay, so she was a young bua. Was she single bua or was she married bua?
She was a married bua, divorced bua,
Ooh.
then living with her boyfriend
Oh,
bua.
so she was a hip bua.
She was actually born and brought up in the States.
Okay, so she was a hip bua.
Yeah.
And she worked out.
She worked out, and man, she was the first lady I ever saw with biceps. and she
And
was
what
a
did
lady
that,
after
and
my own
how did
heart.
that make you feel?
I was
How old were you?
fascinated.
How old were you?
I was a kid when she came. She used to bring the coolest.
Did
of
she wear
things.
fucking shit like this?
No, she used to wear. Yeah, she used to wear ganjis.
Yeah.
But her idea of like when we would be going out,
Yeah.
she'd wear her new sweatshirt and jeans.
Yeah.
And then others would be like, "So Vidu, get ready." She's like, "I am ready," and I'm like, because I was very much like
Did she
that.
have short hair or long hair?
She had about your length,
Okay,
little
so
bit
like
longer.
she's growing it out. She's growing it out. Was she
Not
growing it
yeah,
out?
she had
Okay,
itna.
fine.
She wasn't growing it out. That was her
This is
hair.
a very 70s/80s style, so she probably had exactly my haircut.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
You
too,
do remind me of
I
her.
do, right? I remind a lot of people of their buas, by the way. Especially the bua was a little tomboyish.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Dude, she used
So-
to bring the best toys.
There you
I
go.
remember she would bring us those masks. She would bring us magic tricks and stuff. She would never get us like expensive like shoes or
Yeah,
some.
yeah.
None of, and
Just
I still
little cool
love
things.
that. Yeah.
Were you prepared for the amount of writing you would have to do in general to get the material to where it needs to be? Like, was that something you knew you would have to do, or was it a surprise? To me, it was a complete surprise.
Yeah. I didn't know it would be because also look, the thing is that time it was fun, right? Then it became work.
Yeah.
Then it became livelihood.
Yeah.
And then it also became a matter
So
of
then you start noticing
pride.
how many hours you're putting in.
Yeah, it became a matter of pride. No, like okay, so since you spoke about this,
Yeah.
initially when we wrote and all that, lowest hanging fruit, apne
Yeah.
quickly you do those
Yeah.
jokes because you know
Not
you'll
just
get
that.
the laughs.
How old were you when you wrote your first like set? In your 30s?
Yeah.
Same here. So, you know, the thing is also it's different. If we had started in our early 20s, you don't have that much to fucking
Correct,
say.
correct.
But when you hit 30, like for me, I did 2 shows and a book and a YouTube show in a 5-6 year period because I started late.
Yeah.
So I had a lot to say that had built up in a
Yeah.
very short period of
Yeah.
time, which gave me the mistaken impression that I could do that every 5 years.
No, it's like that.
I'm like, oops, yeah, now I need to live a little more life too.
No, but
So,
now I'm
yes.
actually making a conscious effort.
Yeah.
Like when I write, like even now, when I've written something down, it's easier to do that one, that little one below the belt joke because you know you'll get that easy
Yeah.
laugh. And it's right there, you know,
Yeah.
when you've written it. But now I'm purposely challenging myself
Yeah.
to make that joke work while keeping it as clean as possible and see
Yeah.
where I can go with it. It's a different writing style altogether.
Yeah, and I
Just
also
pushes
think-
you in a different direction.
I also think some people have that capability and it sounds reasonable on them. And I think that in the same way that things sound inauthentic on some people,
Yeah.
I think there would be a certain level of inauthenticity if I try to do something a certain way.
Yeah, right.
So I feel like, yeah, we all have to lean into what it is that we
Absolutely.
do. But I did not realize for a very long time the amount of writing I needed to do just to get to a 1 hour show.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
now I'm like, oh wow, I'm coming to the end of what I consider a run on the show I'm doing right now, and I'm gonna have to start writing the next show.
Yeah.
And I do collect material. I don't know how you do it, but like I collect material over a period of time. There'll be a couple of weeks where I'll do a lot of writing and then I'll keep it aside, and then a couple of weeks I won't, and then I just take all that out and I start trying to work with it. But yeah, it's a lot of writing. which
It is
I
a lot
didn't-
of writing.
You've written a screenplay, haven't you?
I've written a script.
And how different was that from like discipline-wise and everything-wise? Like what
I've
was
changed. I was so disciplined then. Like I would write my screenplay by the day. I would have an open mic in the evening. So I would set aside time to write for that open mic, get brain space enough to write
Yeah.
that, and then come with new jokes for that.
Yeah.
So I was doing both parallelly.
Okay.
If you ask me to do it today, I'll be like, no, I have an open mic in the evening. I can do nothing else but that.
Yeah.
You know?
But as a practice, in terms of like, screenwriting is so different from writing jokes,
Very
right?
intensive. Very intensive.
So what was the hardest thing for you in that?
For me, to break it down scene by scene,
Yeah.
first you write
Did you write the story of that screenplay as well, or were you just doing the screenplay?
story, screenplay, dialogues.
Got it.
So, and co-writing
Okay.
with the guy who directed it.
Okay.
We both co-wrote it.
Okay.
And so, which is thankful because at least we had someone
To bounce it off.
Yeah. So, and fight, oh man,
Yeah,
the
I can
fights.
imagine, yeah.
So, first we...
That's why I like stand-up comedy, because all the creative
it's you.
control is me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but then we would work off each other's energies. He would bring in maturity, I would bring in the quirk, you
Yeah.
know, so. But the breaking it down, okay, now visualize this, where is this playing out? And then, okay, आपने story लिख दिया है, but to then break it down into scenes, sometimes it wouldn't be a linear arc.
Yeah.
Something has happened there, something has happened there, something has happened there. In the screenplay, you have to decide which scene comes first, which comes later.
As a stand-up comedian, what was the skill set that you felt you brought most to bear on the screenwriting process?
The humor,
The
the
humor.
dialogues, the crispness.
Okay, all
All
right.
of that.
And did that inform your stand-up comedy in any way?
No, in fact, I haven't done a single set about my Bollywood experience.
Oh, you should.
I'm just thinking.
I feel like that's a one-woman show more than like stand-up, maybe.
What the.
Yeah, because I'm sure you have a lot of characters in there.
I have so much to say there, yes.
Yeah, dealing with the actors and the producers and everything. That must be so. Yeah, you can do a whole one-woman-
Overhearing veteran actors talking a certain way
Yeah,
and
yeah,
saying,
yeah.
what? Like, it's just like.
You got assholes everywhere, man. So, what profession do you write on your visa applications?
uh,
I never write comedian.
I don't either.
I don't, because I don't know if they'll let me go to that country if I write comedian. I just
I
don't
write,
know.
either I write freelancer or I write artist.
I write self-employed,
Self-employed.
which then I hope that they think I'm running some business.
Yeah.
And every now and again I'll write both self-employed, comma writer.
No, I'll say self-employed / artist.
Okay, I never put artist, and I never put. I've never put stand-up comedian. I don't think, and I've never put comedian. But self-employed and writer are the two that I sort of.
Yeah,
go
comedian
between.
even I don't write.
So I was watching, I think, an interview with Joan. That's where I got the idea from that. Joan Rivers was saying, she's saying, I have never put comedian. And she said, and so I can't remember who was interviewing her, or she was just saying it, that like, is it that we have no self-respect and that's why we don't put it? Or is it that, you know, like, where has this come from? That like, I feel like nobody puts comedian or stand-up
you know-
comedian. Like, no one, I don't know, maybe there are people
I
who do.
noticed this the first time I went, not first time, second
I
time
feel like
I
there's
went.
some of us who'll even put filmmaker, like the most
Anything
tenuous
else.
relationship with filmmaking is like filmmaker, but not stand-up comedian.
Well,
Why?
I remember going for this Melbourne Comedy Festival.
Yeah, did you put it then at least?
No, yeah. My point is like I was shocked at the amount of respect comedians have out there because you had these artist badges,
But
right?
in line for the entry into like immigration,
no,
they're in line.
anywhere.
No, but into the country, I mean, like when
Even
you're standing in
into
the
country.
airport.
No, there I didn't say. There I was too busy worried ki am I carrying any dirt on
Yeah,
my
yeah, yeah,
shoes?
but that's what I mean. But like, that's what I mean. Like, that's what I mean by on the visa application. Like, literally, like in that moment.
No, but I don't even tell people I'm a comedian on the street or on the flight. I won't. Like, if they recognize me, that's different. Otherwise, I end up.
Yeah, I sometimes do when we're in a big group of friends and I'm the only comedian there. And people are doing the whole, oh, what do you do and what do you do? And my friends are like, I'm an architect and I do business and I run a finance company and I do this and I do that. And I'm like, oh my God, it's coming to me. And they're totally going to do what they do, which is really, oh my
Yeah.
God, that must be so much fun. And then I feel obliged to be like, nah, just a job. And then I feel the need to sort of like let them know how much not fun it is. And it's just awkward generally.
So now it can go either way. If
Maybe I
you
should
want
say
to start a
advertising.
conversation, you say you're a comedian. But
Yeah.
if you want to end a conversation,
You say
you're
you're
a
a comedian.
It works both ways.
And then of course they're like, oh my God, are you okay?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, we're fine, don't worry about us. The best part of our job, dealing with trolls.
Yeah.
Tell me some stories about your recent trolling, besides being called a boy and a man and a
The usual,
lady boy,
yeah.
the usual.
Latest.
Yeah.
So I'm working on a set. And I just put a one-line. You know how you keep having one-liner thoughts? I'm like, let me do a post. And the post just said, if tofu was tastier, less chickens would have to die.
I saw that one.
And the amount of hate that came
What,
my
from
way.
vegetarians?
Yeah, like violent hate.
Wait,
from
were they angry that you were killing off chickens or that you didn't like the taste of tofu?
So that's what. Some people were defending the honor of tofu and some were defending the right to live of chickens, which is
That's
fairer.
fair.
Yeah. And okay, if you're preaching non-violence, maybe your tone needs to be a little less violent.
Yeah.
So I'm like, did you not read comedian on my profile?
No.
Then people have gone into...
They read self-employed.
No. In the
I'm just
dude,
kidding.
they actually got into in-depth discussion about how the flavor is actually in the curry and not the thing. And I'm like, are you guys serious? Like, how much time do you have on your hands? There's one very self-important animal activist lady who wrote one long note on my thing. I ignored it. So she's taken my post, taken her long note and reposted it on her timeline for more views. And I'm like, dude, you must be saving animals, but you don't know how much I love animals, how much I donate to animal shelters, what I do. You're using one line to define my entire character. More importantly, you are judging a joke.
Yeah.
Like so much. Oof.
That to me, you know, it just feels like that's why I just wonder how much value to place in the hands of open mic audiences and social media audiences, because both
It's
of
just
these,
encouraged me to do this set more now.
Yeah.
I want to work on this set because it divides the room so much.
Yeah,
That's
but
the best set to do.
But I also think that these are two groups of people that are not sophisticated comedy audiences.
Look, I know they are never going to buy my tickets. I know. So I should worry about more about people who will come and listen to me.
Yeah.
Their feedback I will take seriously.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so you've been trolled for not liking tofu, which just tells you where we are as a
Oh, that's just one of the gentle
country.
examples. So, to anything you put, you get trolled, regardless. I'm very happy because yesterday I tried out something new.
Yeah.
And instead of the usual of starting with the old material, getting
Yeah.
the audience on your side,
Yeah, you just
I
went.
just went straight with the
Yeah.
new. And people
Yeah.
were a little like, and I got this huge, because
Yeah.
you know, you have a different energy when you're doing new material.
Yeah.
And it worked, man.
Yeah.
I want to listen to that recording and feel happy about myself right now.
Yeah, I haven't had that experience.
So I brought out an old joke of mine,
Yeah.
and it gets a huge response because it has a callback a little later.
Yeah.
So when I was telling the thing, I ended up reaching the callback, and then I said, "But I didn't do the setup
other
line."
thing, yeah, I had that
so
experience
I had to
recently.
kind of twist it and
Yeah.
do that, and then come back to this.
Yeah.
And the audience couldn't find out. So I
Yeah.
was like, "Skill, baby, skill."
Oh no, I didn't even think. I was like, oh shit, the callback. But I'm like, fuck it does have a punchline. So I dropped the punchline and left the stage. But yeah, exactly. I'm like, whatever. Oh fuck yeah, I can't do that joke for a lineup anymore because it has too much history in the set. So I'm like, I can't do that.
Yeah.
So the way we're going to end this now is Neeti's going to show us her flex. So you need to tell me if we can. Shall we just move that chair first of all?
I can do it on that.
No, don't do it on the table, please. Who the fuck knows?
I'll do one Mayurasan.
Okay.
So basically, oh God.
Are you sure you want to do this on a fucking table? I'm freaking the fuck out right now.
It's fine.
Okay.
I don't
alright.
think it'll break.
Oh my god. I don't think it's a good idea, Neeti, at all, because if it breaks, we are so fucking fucked. Are you taping this? Why can't you do it all? Okay, what is the problem with doing it on the floor? Can you just tell me what the problem is with doing it on the floor?
I can do it on the floor.
Can't you just do it on the fucking floor?
It'll be funnier with her holding the table, no?
We don't want it to be funny, we want it to be safe.
I would sacrifice myself for comedy. Hold on to the table.
I feel like we've already sacrificed a lot here for comedy.
Rolling?
Oh my god, I can't even
Hold
look.
on to
Sejal,
it.
can you even look?
Ready?
Okay, I'm ready, but I hope to God you're gonna be okay, girl. I don't want you to be Holy fucking shit. Oh my god. Okay, down, get down. Get off the
That's
table.
called Mayurasan.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So I
I
do
couldn't,
the
even, I
other
couldn't even enjoy it because I'm so stressed out. I'll have to watch. What's the other one?
I've forgotten the name of the asan.
Okay.
We try. Okay.
Please don't fall off the table.
I will try not to.
Oh, this is, I know this one. I can't do it, but, this is a good one.
That one.
I have one which I'll show you.
Okay.
It's not as impressive as these two, and I won't be doing it on the table either.
I will do the third one also, but I don't
Okay.
know if I can now because I'm.
Oh my god, what is this
You can
third
let
one?
go now, otherwise you'll
Are
get
you
kicked
sure?
in the
Are
face.
you sure?
Yeah, because now I'm not going
are you
off the
sure?
table.
Oh my
We see
god,
if
I've
it
never
will
been so
work.
stressed out in my life.
Okay.
Okay, I'm right behind you. Okay, alright. Oh my god, she's just really, I'm so stressed out. Okay, wait, now let me show you
Told you
mine.
it wouldn't break. Okay, I'll hold on.
No, I'm not doing it on this. Are you fucking kidding me? I don't have the courage to do it on this. And we don't even have to show mine because it's not
No,
even
no,
a
you
flex.
should.
It's more like
You can do the headstand, right?
I can do a headstand, but that's like bullshit. You know.
Then
that.
what are you doing?
No, no. It's not even. This has nothing to do with strength.
Huh.
It just looks nice.
Okay.
But it's nothing to do with strength.
Teach it to me,
You,
huh?
please. You can do this in like 1 second. It's that.
Oh.
It's this dude.
Of course it has something to do with
No, it
strength.
doesn't.
She said grunting.
Okay. I can usually do it. Okay, that's it. Thank you, Palta. Just come here. Just show them your abs.
They are not visible anymore.
Just look at my abs.
No, but it's not visible anymore.
It's fully fucking visible.
I used to get these. No, those are gone.
Oh my god, they're there.
They're there?
Yes.
Sir, they're there. Mohsin. That's my
Oh
trainer.
my god.
Hide,
Thanks,
hide.
guys. Thank you. I'm gonna go pee now.